this process, we did a 13-point checklist for our vehicles to help streamline the process and help those get repaired in a more expeditious manner. Also had a daily safety checklist to assist in cleaning up the areas as well. And we did some things with the red tag as far as creating numbers so that we can track the equipment as it's damaged and it's put on the MTech trailer. Also create the safety mindset. We wanted to do it for the mail handlers that are there presently, any new hires as well as casuals. We have our OJTs performing that. And another part of this process was identifying damaged equipment to try to get that off the floor. And that was basically our presentation.
Are you involved in the ergonomic risk reduction process yet?
No, sir, but I was invited to the South Jersey office to go over there and become part of theirs.
Yeah, well, we're rolling it out facility by facility. It sounds like that's something that would go hand in hand with the project, so that'd be good. All right. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Now, this is the project of the Harrisburg PNDC. It's our label holder. We termed it the label holder because we're keeping the placards in it for our LTS machine. And one of the problems we had with the machine was we had the labels centrally located, as you can see here. And it caused us to have to do an unnecessary amount of walking, and we lost time going back and forth to get the labels. So we tried putting it in half trays, which didn't do anything but create a mess and was a safety hazard as well. So by removing those trays and coming up with this idea of putting it underneath of the rollers, as you can see here, it fits under the rollers well, it's out of the way, it's convenient, and it allows us to keep the labels only for the set of containers that we're using in that particular area. But along with that, by doing that, it was enabled us to save time because now we don't have to keep running back and forth. We have an actual breakdown on our presentation to show you how much it saves. By saving time, it also saves us money. It also saves on the mail handlers that are working the machine so that they can be more productive and get the mail out in a more expeditiously manner.
That's great. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you.
But WAP's one that can be used not just at the LTS, but anywhere where you have rollers or where you're keeping labels.
It's a great idea.
It's a good idea. Simple. Keep it simple.
All right.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
I'm Etta Jenkins, the QWL coordinator at the Philadelphia BMC, and this is my partner, Ms. Donna Jacobs. We will be presenting a mural on the history of the Postal Service. Our Circle of the Night Owls, you see their emblem right here on the table, had proposed that a wall mural be painted on our wall leading onto the work floor. Our morale in our building is very low. It took 3 years for this project to come forth. The previous 2 plant managers had turned the project down. Ms. Florence Spady, our present plant manager, approved the project. Just before Ms. Spady got in, we had a very unfortunate accident. One of our mail handlers' hand got caught in the machine and his hand was cut off, and they had to cut off part of his arm. Then that really lowered the morale in the building, and the building was like a dingy effect. So Ms. Spady approved the mural, and these are miniature pictures of the mural. If you look on the front of the book, that's the way the mural looks on the wall.
Very nice.
And that's in our entrance. As soon as you walk into our building.
Nice. So you walk in, kind of brightens up your
Yes,
day.
it does. We've gotten a lot of good comments. This is a picture of the circle,
Nice.
and they will be here on Wednesday. We will be giving our presentation on Thursday.
Okay, great.
Here's a copy for you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
King from the Philadelphia P&D Center, and what we have here is a mock-up of the biohazard detection system. We built this in conjunction with the manufacturer because a lot of post offices still don't have the BDS system, so it's a way for us to educate not only our employees that don't work in the O1 section, but other postal services and whatnot. What it does, as mail flows through the canopy, there's a test that's being run by the biohazard detection system. As the test is being run for 45 seconds, this light blinks. If the light stays on constantly, then it has to be checked out. If there's anthrax detected, then the light goes red and a siren an alarm is sounded, and then we in turn call the inspectors, who in turn calls the hazmat team. Now, as the letter goes through the hood, it's pitched so that there's a sample of air taken from it, and what we have here, as the sample is taken, it runs through this, the air runs through this, and flows down into 10 bottles, into a solution of hard water, 10 bottles, which is tested over in this section, and on your computer screen, all the information will come up, and the results will come in. This is a cyclonic filter, which is another part to it. The cyclonic filter, it tests the minute particles, anything smaller than 0.1 gram or something like that, and it's tested in this, and which in turn the information is fed into the computer system also. So any trace of anthrax that's detected, as I said, the alarm is sounded, and then from there we go on into our biohazard relief and all.
So the project itself is to educate the whole facility, not just the people in 010.
Correct.
That's great. That's a good
Whole
idea.
facility and other facilities.
Beautiful. Great.
Thank you.
I'm the QWL coordinator at Southeastern PMDC. This is Jim Nimick, our plant manager. Mark Renicheski, circle member. Bill Van Newkirk, circle member. What we've done, we focused in on the 010. The 010 was an OEE rating of 174 in the country. We weren't too happy with that, so we started a partnership plan between maintenance, operation, and the mail handlers and QWL. What we've done, we've made a competition out of it. We've taken and we've went with our sister plants close by us. We're in competition with them. These facilities used to be ahead of us in OEE. Right now we're running second.
You're catching up rapidly.
Yes, we are. It was easy to catch up rapidly with the OEE. The problem is that we're looking at the GAR now. We've slowed down the machines. We think that with the availability of the mail, lifting off of the image will improve, which I'll show you how we did it. What we've done, we used to have our dumpers dumping mail all over the facility. We've added a rubber belt down around the throat of it, which now the mail doesn't slide back in and up into the machinery. Here's what we look like afterwards. We had gaps in the dumpers. We've closed them. Here's a better shot of the belt that we've added. We also do a call right at the dumper. It's not a fine call, but it's a good call. We also added into the machinery an automatic takeaway, which goes down into a breakdown area, which is broken down and then moved on. We've added a pedestal behind the machine so that the individual can take unmachinable mail, put it back in there. We've added a 2x2 right at the tray area so that it doesn't slide off. Our reject belt, we've added length onto it over top of the belt. We've now taken this instruction guideline and posted it at each and every machine so that the operator knows what to do. Here is our takeaway system. It's an automatic roller system. This was before. You can see how high this individual is lifting. There's after. There's automatic takeaway. Each and every day, we give each operator the information that he wants to see. What was his OEE? He's worried about his OEE. And the winner, we call him Top Gun, AFC, right? And what this has all done, we've had the highest availability of mail ever, lowest jams ever. Lowest jams went on to the DBs. So it was a reflection onto the DBs. Highest OEE for the DBs. Highest GAR. And all we did was slow down the machine some so we get a better lift.